Hey guys, happy Labor Day, September 2nd. I have today off work, of course, and I actually just discovered one of my little roosters, my silky roosters, hanging out on his side. He can't walk, he has no balance whatsoever. As you guys know, my indoor chicken that I lost a couple weeks ago, who was inside for over a year, had the same sort of symptoms, couldn't walk, really horrible balance, and she never ended up recovering. She didn't have Merrick's though, because Merrick's usually kills within a few days, and she lived for over a year with those symptoms. So never found out what she had. Took her to the vet twice. They could never figure out what it was. Now I've got another chicken that's got some somewhat similar symptoms. Can't walk, and not sure what's going on, but has great appetite, really thirsty, really hungry. So not exactly sure. I'm over here checking my beehive traps, or not beehive traps, but the what do you call them? Meat bee traps. Trying to keep them away from my hive. Anywho, so I brought them inside. I've been messaging a few of my chicken keeper friends on Instagram and just kind of bouncing ideas off, and we think that it might be heat stroke, but we'll see. So I've been canning for the last couple of hours, just doing a bunch of pickles. We have literally so many cucumbers. So now I'm gonna do these gallon-sized ones. I'm gonna put just these huge cucumber wedges in there. And I've got, excuse my dirty lid, but I've got 7 jars of pickles already in there of quart size, and I've got another 7 here. And that's all I'll do for quart, and then I will do the rest in these gallon size here. So Kyle just chopped up a bunch of really large zucchini, and he's gonna feed them to the chickens. We like to do this with zucchini that get way too big because they are not very tasty at all to eat. Hey guys, it's Tuesday, and letting all the chickens out right now. I've gotta feed the chickens before I can start harvesting food, which I'm so bummed because I brought a harvest basket out because we've got so much food that needs to be harvested. But I have to feed the chickens first, so I gotta take care of that. I went to Tractor Supply after work today. Come on, guys. Well, it's basically pitch black and you can't probably even see me, but didn't get to harvest any food tonight like I thought. I'm so mad. Because I had to finish feeding the chickens, and I think I said it in yesterday's video, but if not, I have a silky chicken who is having some balance issues. Can't seem to hold himself upright, can't walk, can't stand, can't even sit upright actually. I have to use towels to prop it up, so it doesn't roll over either side. And it's only 3 months old. It doesn't have Merrick's because both feet are not paralyzed, they still work. Both wings are not paralyzed, they still work. I'm sorry, this is pitch black that you're seeing me in, but hey, you can still hear me, right? Anywho, so yeah, so I know it's not Merrick's, but thinking it might be some sort of vitamin deficiency, so I have to just gonna leave that in there. I have to get some different vitamins tomorrow from CVS, and then hopefully that treating with him for 10 days, it'll help it. But I'm not sure what's going on with the poor guy. Felt really bad for him. So in here, so basically I didn't have to, but I went and gave the other silkies some vitamins in their water. Hopefully stop this from happening to the rest of them. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. And then I had to feed the rest of the chickens, so dark now. Didn't get to harvest. We'll do it tomorrow after work though, for show. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, and I literally just got home probably about 20 minutes ago. And I rushed into the bathroom, my spare bathroom, where I'm keeping my silky that is having issues right now. And she's looking worse for sure. She, I'm not sure even what it is yet. But looking much worse. More balance issues now. Looks like it's having trouble breathing. So I'd like to say I'd be able to save this bird, but I honestly have no clue. I did go and get all of the medicine that a chicken keeping forum group on Facebook suggested. So that was vitamin E, selenium, and B complex. And so I gave it all the recommended dosage just now, and I have to give it twice a day. It's going to be a few days before it starts making any sort of improvement. But I'm really praying that this is what it is, because the poor thing is just suffering so bad right now. So yeah, that's the update with the baby bird. You guys. Okay, sir. Instantly in the water. Oh! Miss Dolly. Oh, Miss Baby Ruth. I don't know why I just called you Dolly. This is Miss Dolly right here. So a little bit of a meat bee update. I have these traps over here, and this one though, the liquid one, has got a ton of bees in there. And what I did to attract them over here was I put some meat from last night's dinner on that plate. So that's attracted them over here. And then now that the meat is gone, they're now going inside of the traps and getting stuck in there. So I looked just now over at the beehive. We've got some great action in front of the hives with our bees. And there are some meat bees around the front of the hive, but not near as much as there has been. I have another trap right here hanging off the tractor. It's got a decent amount of meat bees in there also. And then we have this one, like I said, over here, which has got a decent amount flying around it right now and a decent amount hanging in it. So I don't know, maybe Kyle just like accidentally didn't put some attractant in that one. I don't know what's going on, but maybe he accidentally put double in that one and didn't put any in this one. I have no idea what's going on, but it has been working well. We are winning this battle this year so far. Fingers crossed it stays. Okay, so I hope it's not too loud with that fan right there, but I just noticed that one of my ducklings is really, really limping hardcore, and all the other ducklings keep trampling all over the poor girl. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out what's going on. So I picked her up. The bottom of her feet, she definitely has like some bumblefoot going on. But it's these rocks in the coop. It like kind of cuts up their feet. As soon as we put the sand in there on top of the rocks, their feet instantly heal up. So we just need to add more sand back on the rocks. They've just pushed all of the sand off, so we just have to put more sand on there and it will be fine. Their feet literally heal up within a week after we put the sand on there. But she was limping way more than is normal. So I knew something wasn't right. So I just picked her up and I saw something sticking out of her foot. I just pulled out this huge sticker, dude. It's literally like, look how long that is out of her foot. We have stickers all out here and I've been letting them forage. So yeah, we're not gonna let you guys forage anymore. her foot is pretty swollen. I probably should give her some antibiotics. I'll probably start that tomorrow. But this sweet girl, look at how sweet she is. She's sweet. I can tell she's a girl for sure. Sweet, sweet girl. Patch, can you please go, dude? I just want her to stop getting trampled. Hey guys, it is Thursday. I have some sad news. Our little Silky, we decided to euthanize. He was suffering. He was not breathing very well, and it just got to the point where we didn't want to see him suffer anymore. So we did put him down, and so kind of a sad day, but it was what needed to happen. Hey guys, so I haven't talked to you guys since I told you that Kyle decided to euthanize the chicken, or we decided together, really. It was just horrific. It was honestly horrific, and we just needed to put the poor baby out of its misery. It just was, you have to make a decision sometimes as a pet owner, especially of farm animals, that their suffering is not worth the possibility, a small possibility that they could survive. It's just like any animal, cat or dog. If you see them suffering and you don't know if they're going to make it, you have to make that decision, right? So, anywho, I don't need to talk more about it, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of like what we were thinking when we decided to make that decision. So anywho, as you can see, I'm suiting up in my bee suit. I am about to go outside and just put the roof back on the one of the hives that we have, and it's because we took it off because when we did our last inspection, we noticed we didn't put it on right. So because of that, it's been sitting all ajar, and there was like a huge lip spot where basically yellow jackets could get into the hive, and we're having, as you guys know, a serious yellow jacket issue. So we need to try to help them defend their hive in all possible ways. So I'm also going to probably grab some duct tape and tape off anything that I see might cause an issue too. Okay guys, so I'll put my glove back on. So don't get stung in the arm again. Alright, so basically what was going on with this hive was that this little tab right here on the entrance reducer was not pushed close enough, so the bees were able to get in through there and through there. I did not see any robbing going on so far, but I think it's best if I just reduce the entrance reducer to just one little entrance. That way there's just no possibility of any yellow jackets getting in there. And you can see there's some, I don't know if you can, but if you see the bees that are flying above the ground, those are all yellow jackets. They're looking for dead bees that were discarded from the hive, and any weak bees that are just walking around, they will go instantly attacking them and eat them alive. And so this one's already been like this for a while, reduced to one just little entrance. And this was the hive that was doing way better than this hive. And this hive seems a lot less active right now, which kind of worries me, but also doesn't really worry me at the same time. I just need to kind of look, take a minute or two and just examine the bees and see if there's any other bees that I can notice going in and out of the other hive, in and out of this hive. So last year the honeybees that were robbing us at first were way darker in color. They were like almost like a black honeybee, but they were definitely honeybees. And so I could definitely tell that they were robbing my hive because they just looked so much different than my bees. And they were coming in and out of the hive more than my bees were, which was really concerning. There was like one of my bees to every 3 honeybees of the other kind. And then same with yellow jackets. There was like every 2 to 3 bees was a yellow jacket. And So basically there was one of my bees, 2 yellow jackets, and 3 other honeybees coming in at the hive at one time. And so I knew my hive was you know, short, was gonna have a short life after that. But anywho, so you can see my bees, they're doing good with packing pollen in right now. They got a ton of honey in there, so that's probably why they're focusing on pollen, and also the fact that there's just no honey really left around. This hive is doing really well. I don't see any robber bees or any other kind of bees besides mine, so that's good. So feeling good right now. I just fixed, this was the roof that I told you was messed up. I fixed that, and then, oh, see, here's a yellow jacket right here on top of the hive. I'm trying to find another way to get in. I just duct taped off the back of the hive, so there's no way to get in via there. And just really hoping and praying. So I don't know if I showed earlier in the week, but we ended with all of these quarts earlier when we canned earlier. I think it was Monday we canned. So we had 15 more quarts of cucumbers pickled, and then 3 gallons full of sliced pickled cucumbers to add to the pantry, which I'll show you guys now where we're at with that. About to go harvest more food. It's kind of dark. Let me turn on the light. This is where we're at the pantry. I kind of rearranged it a little bit. Took the seeds down because we're about to do some winter planting, but it is quickly filling up. Out here harvesting using our roux aprons. There's so much food out here that needs to be harvested. And we've been taking a week off of the garden, and it's really showing in here because we definitely need to harvest a ton of food. How beautiful this is. Look how it catches the light. It's amazing. Some of the stuff needs to start getting cold here. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is. Oh gosh, it's amazing. Okay, so we're just gonna call it quits for now since this is completely filled to the top. Tomatoes, peppers, tomatillos, chilies, squashes, flowers, and then a ton more other stuff here. Oh, it's amazing. Here's today's beautiful harvest. So many squash and cucumbers, tomatoes, melons, more squash, all these bell peppers, tomatillos, huge tomatoes right here, jalapenos, bunch of different chilies and peppers, more cherry tomatoes. And then we harvested some flowers too. This is some alyssum and this is coxcomb. How beautiful. Colorful. Update on our closet. We're actually kind of starting to run out of room here. Well, mainly just the bottom where we keep all of our pickles. Need to make more sauce here coming up because we are running out of room in the chest freezer also.